remember the feel of the air touch my skin. Am I real? 'Cause I felt something leave from within. I feel empty, have I got nothing left to give? Am I living? 'Cause I only felt alive with him. I'm driving in the night, the hood down. It's when I feel alive, when no one's around. The darkness deep inside comes to light now. But it's alright, it's alright. I can break no heart if I got none. I won't break apart if I stay on the run. But sometimes in the night I miss the sun. Why did darkness come? I felt my body break, my heart give up. Why did darkness come? I felt the lightning shake me into hell. Why did darkness come? I wanna stay in here where I belong. Why did darkness come? Something keeps waking me up. Why did darkness come? Why did darkness come? Break, my heart give up. Why did darkness come? I felt the lightning shake me into hell. Why did darkness come? I wanna stay in here where I belong. Why did darkness come? Something keeps waking me up. Nothing left to give. When we break apart, the darkness with him. Why did darkness
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the Virgan radio service, and that was Approaching Nirvana and Alex Holmes' Darkness Comes, an NCS release which you can find the link in the description for. This week I have the Kingdom of Atlia. These still get. He's still got his mic muted, bear with me.
Hello?
There we go. Hi.
Sorry.
How are you today? ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, gracias a Dios. Sorry. I I had a little trouble with my internet.
That's okay. So, let's start off with the questions about the Atlia.
Of course.
So, who runs Atlia?
Oh well, that's curious. Because in paper it's the king with the parliament and the Supreme Court judges, but the king hasn't taken
You appear to have just muted your mic again. There we go.
It's part of the troubles.
That's okay.
Where I was left?
We left off with who runs Atlia.
Oh yes. As I thought I said, it's currently it's the parliament with me as the representative of the king and the co-judges, which is the king and a judge elected by parliament.
Excellent. And why was Atlia founded?
Oh well, Atlia was founded originally as just a royal family. It was an activity I had just with my family. I told my father, "No, you're the king now, and I'm the prince." And from there, it evolved into micronation. As I saw a video in the internet. I don't know if I can say the company of the video.
You can say it.
It was a little documentary. It was about Molossia. And I really liked the idea of having your own nation and said, why not? And that was my first contact with the micronational world. So with my brother and I, we started to make what will be the Kingdom of Atlia.
Very good. And how does the government in Atlia function?
Well, for making a law.
Yeah, but like more specific details. How does it function? Like how does the Parliament function, or the Senate, or how is
oh yes,
it's
the Parliament.
Who runs the government?
The government is run by the Parliament, which is composed by all the ministers of all the ministries, the Prime Minister and the King. But currently, it's the representative of the King. That is me.
Excellent. Is there any infrastructure within Atlia?
Well, Atlia is mostly houses, so yes, there is infrastructure. In the capital, Atlium, is the royal residence, and in the a part of the royal residence, there is a small building which is a small gymnasium and a place where a lot of books are stored.
All right. Tell me, are there any?
Sorry?
Tell me, are there any current projects with going on within Atlia right now?
Oh yes, we are currently working on reforming the constitution. The current one is too generic for saying it. We have an initiative with the parliament that we made a plan for a whole month, and we expect to be releasing the new constitution by the end of March. Another plan that we are expecting to do is the celebration of spring on March 21st. Basically, it will be a reunion of the citizens with the government. Nice not meal, reunion, just a reunion to hang out.
Alright. Tell me, where does Atlia want to be in a year's time?
In a year's time,
In a year's time, what do you want Atlia to be in a year's time?
when Atlia.
Uh,
In a year's time. Sorry.
that's
Yes,
alright.
yes. In a year's time, we expect to grow, to interact a little bit more with other micronations. Perhaps start to involve in social activities and to create a library. Library, no, yes, a library.
Alright. And how can people contact you? How can people contact Atlia?
They can contact us from our official Twitter at Kingdom of Atlia, with our Facebook group, well, not a group, Facebook page, and the email of the foreign ministry.
Alright.
Also, that we have a web page.
Could we have the link of that web page?
It's on the official Twitter page.
Okay. Now that we're finished questions about Atlia, it's time for questions about the community and what's been going on recently. In the last week, there hasn't been anything too notable, but in the weeks before that, there was a lot of things that went on. Sorry?
Yes, I saw that there was a controversy with this Brotherhood of Free Hand, that they ban trans people.
Yeah.
I saw something about it. Personally, I think that they were well, unprofessional, because you can just ban people just because for what they are.
Mhm.
We didn't make a statement, but most of our population will have been against that decision.
All right. Again, there hasn't been anything too notable happening within the community recently, and
Well, I just see the community
yeah.
for what my Twitter feed is,
Mhm.
and recently I have just seen posts about the things that the migrations are doing. That they will have an election, they will have I don't know, a tree planted.
Mhm.
They working on the space program, and I think that those are good things for the micronational community to try to make an impact, to inspire and try to just to become better.
Yeah.
To grow within the community.
So why did you decide to join the community in the first place?
I decided to join the community in the first place because we wanted to interact with other micronations, to create bonds, to have feedback. Oh my, sorry. Sorry, I will have to change the.
It's okay. He is currently messing around with the settings.
Sorry, what was the last thing?
I can't remember. It's, during all of this going on, how do you think that we can improve ourselves and make ourselves better and not succumb to to installing laws that infringe on people's rights and human rights?
The way I can see to improve ourselves as micronations to adopt a form of law, a government that includes all its citizens, and to have laws that bans or prohibits uh, a person's rights.
Mhm.
Yes.
Is
Sorry.
there anything else that we can do to improve ourselves? How can we combat nations that are trying to dehumanize people and trying to infringe people's rights?
How to treat them? Well, the firstly is to know that they are there. That don't ignore the matter that micronation is harassing a certain group of people. I think uh, because of that they have grown, uh, but also to, I don't know how to say it, point them out and try to motivate them to if they think they think a certain they have a certain form of thinking, well, we can try to change them. But if they just don't want to change, invite them to just don't harass other people.
Yeah, I get that, but unfortunately you can't stop ignorance, and there has to be another way to combat this type of person that wants to do this and harass people just for being themselves. And
Oh, I know. What I'm thinking, it could be to call all the community and to, yes, to for all the community to stand and say that that's a wrong thing to do. I don't know if it's if we translate it into a macronational form of view. If a country started to attack a certain form of people, there will be consequences. There will be uh, I don't know how to say it, prohibitions to that country, sanctions. It will be sanctions to that country. So taking it back to the micronational community, there must be a thing like sanctions, like cutting a relationship with that country, to tell other micronations to don't interact with them because they are known for not having a human form of view.
yeah, and what does Atlia want to achieve within the community as a whole?
To, sorry, what?
What does Atlia want to achieve within the community?
Oh, within the community, we would like to establish a friendly relationship with anybody who would like to stand for the respect of human rights, the respect of the rights of the environment, to take care of the environment, and to well the kingdom. Uh, Sorry, I lost the track of
That's
what
okay.
I was trying to say.
Take your time.
Within the community, to be a force of good and to inspire other people to, if it's not to create their own micronation, to be more conscious about uh, topics that matter.
Yeah. Excuse me. So tell me more about Atlia. What was the date of foundation of Atlia?
Oh, it was the 25th of July, no, July 25th, 2017.
And what when did you come into the Twitter sphere?
I came to the Twitter sphere. I don't recall. It was more or less 6 months ago, almost a year.
Mhm.
Let me see. Sorry.
That's okay. Honestly, take your time. No rush.
I joined Twitter as Atlia on August 2018. It took me almost a year to enter to the Twitter sphere.
Mhm.
But since then, I have, well, the kingdom has joined the two organizations, the Assembly of United Micronations and the League of Micronations. And in both of them, I think we have done, I have taken part as an active member, and we have within the assembly, we have proposed some initiatives. We have taken opinion on some matters within that assembly, and we are heading to a big reformation that we hope will benefit all the community.
Tell me more about the League of Micronations.
Oh, about the league.
Yeah.
Well, there was something. I just joined the beginning of the year. I was an observer back in the day, and just weeks after the kingdom joined the league, something happened with the president of the league, and the Discord server was erased, so the league had to be remade, and since then we have been members. But with the Minister of Foreign Affairs and the Prime Minister, there has been a discussion if we should go back to be an observer.
Mhm. There was an incident a few weeks ago, if I recall correctly, about Iconia taking over
Oh yes,
the League of
the Kingdom of
Micronations.
Iconia.
What? Why did Iconia take over the League of Micronations?
Well, as far as I know, the Kingdom of Iconia, well, the representative, the King of Iconia was elected as the president of the league. But then the a lot of members were accusing him about changing too much the league, about taking power,
Yeah,
and
the,
they
yeah, there was quite
he
a lot of
just
accusations on Twitter by some of the nations in the League of Micronations that he was some radical dictator and that his reign of tyranny would not continue. And when you, I mean, you've just told me that he was elected unfairly. When you've seen these tweets, I don't know if you have seen these tweets, but if you've seen these tweets, how did that? What did you think when you seen these tweets? These people calling Iconia some radical dictator and someone who invokes tyranny.
well, I didn't see any tweets, I saw all happening in the Discord server.
Yeah.
There was a lot of discussion the previous days, and then just out of the blue, it started to I don't know how it's to post a lot of messages like a virus.
Yeah.
Apparently, he did that to all the Discord of the league, and then it was like that for an hour, and then it was gone.
Mhm. So, why do you
Sorry.
why do you think these people said all these things about the kingdom of Iconia when he was fairly elected in?
I think that it was because of his decisions about his actions in the league.
Mhm.
He apparently reduced the power of as an assembly. I think it was the General Assembly and the Security Council that made a lot of people angry. I'm not sure how it was structured before, who had the power and who not. I really can't say if his actions were justified or not. I think most of the league said that it wasn't. So I must stay with that opinion.
Okay. Since since these changes that Iconia has made, has the League of Micronations been improved?
Uh, well, there has been in certain matter it has improved. We started the making of a constitution between quotation marks because some people call it a constitution, but it can be a constitution because it's not a country.
Mhm.
The charter of the League of Nations has been remade. There have been proposals. We are apparently it's still currently in the making, and we hope we see the product done soon.
Mhm.
But a bad thing about this is that there has not been, in my point of view, a clear leader, a clear structured
Mhm.
organization as it was before. It's not call it a chaos, but yes, has been something similar to that.
Okay. Well, before we go any further, this is the part of the show where you guys at home start typing out any questions that you might have for the representative from the Kingdom of Atlia. So if you got any questions for him, type them in the live chat and we'll get to them as soon as. um, is Atlia part of any other um like organization apart from the League of Micronations?
Sorry?
Is Atlia part of any other organizations other than the League of Micronations?
Mm, no, as the Kingdom of Atlia is just a member of the Assembly of Micronations,
Okay.
Assembly of United Micronations, and the League of Micronations.
Tell me about the Assembly of United Micronations, because I don't think I've heard that one before. Tell me about that.
Oh, it was previously named United Micronations, as it's dozens of the same name in the Twitter sphere. So we recently changed the name to the Assembly of Micronations. Of the United Micronations, sorry.
Alright. Wait, so Atlia is currently in the Assembly of United Micronations.
Uh, uh, sorry?
So Atlia is currently in uh, the United Micronations, the Assembly.
Uh, when we joined it.
Okay. Uh,
Well, we have been a member of the assembly mostly all the time that Atlia has been in the Twitter sphere, because Twitter, and it wasn't like a month and we became members of the.
Mhm. Keep talking. How how are things run in the Assembly of United Micronations?
How things run? Well, we have a Secretary General. Currently is Mr. Lebo. Sorry if if I mispronounced the last name. Lebo. But he took a license to take care of himself. He has personal matters. So currently, the Secretary General in turn is Queen Sonderan.
Oh.
And there in the assembly, we discuss several topics. We had this January initiative. It was a document that had the plans for the assembly from January till the March, I think it was, all the activities that the assembly had to do, starting with the discussion of the name change, with the start of changing the form for new migrations to apply to it,
Mhm.
and I think the creation of more secretaries, ministries within the assembly, more or less something like that. It was all to improve the assembly.
Okay. We do currently have a question from the live audience, so if you're ready to hear that question.
Yes,
Paul McPhee asks, do women have rights in your nation?
of course. Well, you talk about right. Yes, they have all rights. I don't know why they won't. They won't.
I have no idea either.
Because when they ask for women's rights, I think they mean the right of abortion. I think that's the most thing that is, and the equality of payment.
Mhm.
I think they mean that with women's rights.
Yeah.
Yes, well, they have all those rights in Atlia.
Well, that's all the questions that we've got from the live audience so far. And on that note, I think I'm gonna end the episode off here. Um, so it's been in fact, I didn't catch your name. What was your name?
My name is Luis Marcel.
Louise Marcel. It's been very nice to have you on, Louise. Maybe sometime in the future you could be on again.
Thank you.
Join us next week when we're gonna have the leader of the Republic of Bronland on. The date for that's not yet decided, but we will have that at some point. Well, thanks everyone for listening to this increment of Virgan Radio service, and I'll catch you all next week.